Hello everyone, Josh here from Hayes. Got another exciting product video here today for you. We've got the new 21-inch mower from EGO. It's been in the States for a little while now, but it's the first time it's come over to the UK. It's replacing their old 21-inch model, and this is a new fancy upgraded, all singing, all dancing machine. Now you can buy this in either kit form or on its own. This is a kit form machine, but obviously if you've already got batteries and chargers and you've got the EGO range, buy the shell on its own and then utilize those batteries you've already got to power the product. Like I say, this is the kit form one, the LM2135E-SP. The shell version is the LM2130, but yeah, really exciting. We've already sold quite a few already this year. It complements very well the rest of the range they do. Let's crack open the box. We'll talk you through the features and benefits of each bits and pieces. We'll charge up the battery and yeah, get it going. There we go. One charger, one 7.5 amp hour battery. You see how well it is packaged as well. This range is available to buy on our website, hayesmachinery.co.uk. We'll fold that one up, like so. Grass box is nice and easy to put together. These little tabs here just go over the metal frame of the box. One grass box. Right, now she's unboxed, we'll go through all the key features and show you what the real benefits are of each of these. A little bit of background information on EGO, huge in America and the Middle East as well as Europe. Got a huge range of products as well, especially on the garden sector, so blowers, strimmers, hedge cutters, obviously the mower range as well. They are bringing over a ride-on lawnmower fairly shortly that'll be run on battery power as well, so that'll be exciting to see. And this year as well, they're bringing out loads of new products. In one of our recent videos, you saw James talking about the EGO Nexus, so you can utilize the EGO batteries for other products as well. So anything that takes a 3-pin socket or USB port, so laptops, chargers, that sort of stuff. So let's get into this and have a look through all the key bits and pieces. I'll show you the battery and charger, all the new updates as well over the previous 21-inch model. Right, so we'll start off with the battery. This machine comes with a 7.5 amp hour. Now currently in the range EGO do a 2.5, soon to be a 4, a 5 amp hour, a 7.5 and a 10 amp hour. They also do a backpack version for their brush cutters, which you put into a harness. Right, so we'll quickly look at the battery. EGO use what they call an arc design. So it's a lithium-ion battery, but the cells are in an arc. So if you see here, they're arced round. This means it can slide into a lot of products. A lot of the EGO, or all the EGO products, should I say, other than the mowers, take an external fitting. So if you've got a hedge cutter, the hedge cutter actually slides in and the battery is actually external, whereas they're internal on the mowers. You can even put the biggest 10 amp hour battery into this mower as well. It also dissipates heat very easily. The big thing with batteries is different environments, so if it's cold or hot, you always want the battery to keep a very stable temperature. It's worth noting the cells in this battery have got like a luminous sort of coating, which is very malleable. So if the battery gets hot, this goes very supple and allows the heat out, but if it's cold, they harden up and act as a bit of a barrier or as a shield. So that gives you your sort of extended run time or working time in different environments. Also, as you can see, rubber casing. So drop the battery, I won't drop it from a height over here, but you know, they are very protected. And the other thing here, you got a battery fuel gauge. So there's 5 segments, so you can actually keep an eye on how much charge you've got left in your battery. And this also is indicated by chucking it on the charger as well. So the first things first is to slide the battery into the mower. So that's all you do. Cover comes up, you've got a green button here, like I said, green for go. Push that button, that allows you to slide the battery out, charge it up, put it back in, cover down, ready to mow. This little kitty here, this is your safety cutout key. So this is to disable the mower, particularly good if you've got grandchildren or kids where it's easy to get hold of the battery, because basically it's not a petrol mower, they don't have to hold a handle and pull the rope. All they got to do is put the battery in and press the button pretty much. So Most battery products come with a safety key. This one's inserted into there. Close the hood down. That then allows you to use your mower. If this key is out, then it's disabled. So you could hide that away on a top shelf or in a drawer or anything like that. It means you won't be able to use the product. So you've got a handy sight glass here, which will tell you the charge indication when you're using the machine. So we'll just engage the drive. And as you see, it's got about 40% charge in the battery at the moment, and that'll give you a good idea when you're using the machine. Right, it's a good range of height of cuts on this machine. Anywhere from 25mm on its lowest cut, all the way up to 90mm on its highest cut. And there's also 7 increments to work with there. So it's on its lowest cut here. If you want to move the height up, literally, it's as simple as that. Worth noting, it's a single point height adjustment, so all 4 wheels move up and down with that one lever. So we're looking at all these controls and you're thinking, what do they do? Well, I was always told it's always green for go. So basically, remember that everything that's green does something. So we'll work up through the handles. Again, something else that's green. This is your height of handle adjustment. There are 3 adjustment positions for the handle. So if you're fairly tall, obviously you can have it on high height, or fairly shorter, put it on a short height. It's worth noting when you adjust your height of the cutter deck, obviously the handles will go up and down. So if you're on a high cut, then if you find the machine too tall on the handles, then you can drop them down as well, depending on the height of cut you're on. Next thing, as you can see, the handles are in a folded state. If we pull these little tabs out, that allows you to bring the handles up to its full extent. Very good for storage. In a moment, I'll show you how to actually store the machine away in a garage or a small shed or anything like that, or just to space save really. So we'll go through that in a second. Going up to controls up here, you've got your blade engagement. So you push down on this button and pull that back. That engages the blade. And then you've got your drive handles here. If I just put it up 1 speed, we'll go forward slowly. There we go. This also adjusts your speed. So if I lift it off the ground a second and drive, you can actually adjust your drive speed. The other thing, I'll just show you while we're here, which is new for the 2021 model, is the LED lights on the front of the mower, which is very good, especially, depending on what time of year you're working in. If the nights are drawing in, you've got the lights on the front. If it's getting a bit dimpsy, it just gives you a bit better visibility. The other thing as well, if you've got a shed and it's at the bottom of the garden, press your lights on. If you're going down there, it's dark, it will illuminate up your shed, be able to find what you're looking for then. But yeah, that's just simply turn on and turn off from there. Like I said, that's a new update for 2021. The other update on this machine is the styling, including a front carry handle just here, so you can carry the machine. Really, really easy when you fold the handles down. Like I say, this one comes with a 7.5 amp hour battery and fast charger. The rest of the range below this come with a 5 amp hour or 2.5. So this is the one with the biggest battery, shall we say, so it will run the longest. You'll get about 1,200 square meters on one charge, which, well, for argument's sake, a tennis court's 260 square meters. So you're probably looking at 4 or 5 times a tennis court size on one charge. So we're going to show you how to fold the handles now. Put the handlebars in their lowest state. Get your height adjustment handle and swing that forward. Now that position there makes it very easy to take the grass box on and off. And then you can basically swing the handle back and it's ready to mow again. So we're going to show you how easy it is to store this away in your garage or your shed. So you just fold the handles down. So use this green lever. Push that right forward, that clicks in, take your grass box off. And you've got little rubber legs on the back end of the machine, so if you literally just upend it, like so, you can store that away, nice and tidy and space saving. So we'll just turn this round and show you the underside. So this machine, for 2021, is fitted with 2 blades. You've got a mulching blade and a collection blade. It means it's cutting up the material finer, makes it easier and better for collection. If you put a mulch plug into this machine as well, you don't need to swap any blades over. It will do both jobs. It will collect and it will mulch. And you've got a high torque 56 volt motor on this machine. The other key feature to this machine is the reinforced polymer deck. If you've had steel cutter decks in the past that rot out, then this machine is never going to rot or rust. Yeah, and longevity wise, yeah, it's going to last you years and years and years. It also makes it very easy to clean when it's in its folded position, so you can get in here. If the grass was damp and wet and you did need to clean it out, then you can obviously brush it out as well. And then the other key feature here is the electric motor. So it's worth noting on this machine as well, you've got your motor that drives the blades and you've got a motor that drives the gearboxes. A lot of battery products on the market are still belt driven. So a bit like your conventional mower. For the drive to actually work, you need to engage the engine itself, start the engine up so the blade is spinning. This spins the belt and then spins your gearbox, which is all fine and good if you can get your machine to the lawn area you're cutting. But if you've got an awkward area, which you physically need to drive the machine to get there and you don't want the blade to spin, then you're going to be cutting up stones and what have you. So with this one here, just drive it to the area you're getting to and then engage the blade separately. So EGO have got market-leading warranties on their products. This particular model comes with 5-year domestic warranty on the machine and 3-year on the battery. If you were to use this commercially, 2 years on the product and 2 years on the battery. And they also do other ranges of machinery, which again are varying warranty periods for commercial users / domestic users. So the speed range is between 0.6 and 1.4 meters per second. And that's variable speed, so you can select any range in between that. So this is a battery and charger you get in the LM2135E-SP kit. This is a 7.5 amp hour 56 volt battery and CH5500E charger, which is their fast charger. They do 3 chargers in the range. They do the commercial backpack charger and a standard charger. The standard and fast charger will fit any of their standalone batteries. So if you've got smaller batteries, the standard charger is more than adequate. But if you've got the larger capacity, sort of 5, 7.5 or 10 amp hour, then the fast charger is the way forward. This battery here will take about an hour to charge on the fast charger. And like I explained, this will give you probably 4 or 5 tennis court size worth of mowing capability, and they are powerful. You know, there's a lot of power behind these machines. So we'll chuck the charger into the socket. So just a standard 3-pin socket, and we'll slide the battery in. You've got 25, 50, 75 and 100% charge capacity, so you can keep an eye on what the battery's doing. So we just slide that in, nice and simple. You can hear the fan working. So what it does, because it's a rapid charger, it'll keep the battery cool as well, which is really, really intelligent. The other thing this battery will do, as you're probably aware, we've all had it with mobile phones and lithium-ion batteries and products like that. After some time, they will degenerate. So you keep charging it up to 100%, it will slowly start losing its full capacity. So in a couple of years' time, you might only have 85, 90% battery capacity. With the EGO, what they do is if you don't use the battery for a long period of time, don't be surprised that you come back to it and it's actually lost its charge. So what it does, it protects its top end capacity. So say you haven't used it for the winter, you come back to use the mower in the spring, your battery might be down to 25, 30% charge. The reason being it's protecting that top end. So you give it a top up and it'll be ready to go, and all being well, that battery will then stay at a very high percentage. So as you can see, it's then flashing through. So it's showing it's 25% charged at the moment. So we would leave that to charge up fully to use the machine. You can leave the charger on all night for as long as you want. It's a smart charger, so it will shut itself off, so you haven't got to worry about it overheating or anything like that. Why EGO battery, you ask? Biggest thing is ease of use. You don't have to worry about mixing fuel if you've got a 2-stroke machine, or storing fuel, going to the petrol station. They're quiet, low servicing costs as well, so it's very little maintenance annually. Low vibration, that's the other thing. No emissions, environmentally friendly. So there we go. There's the flashy, all-new 21-inch EGO mower. And as I said, if you prefer a smaller machine, there's a 17, 19 or 20-inch model in the range. You click onto our website, hayesmachinery.co.uk. You can order yours there, get it delivered direct to your home. Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you like this video, then please subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. That'd be much appreciated. But like I said, nice and light, so I'm gonna grab this down and go for a mow.